at the far side of retreat in hopes of finding a new approach to the problem. I must find a way to atone for this horrible error in judgment. Yeah, in all honesty, you shouldn't be dragging apprentices into this issue. You should probably be doing this with full-fledged, magisters, or magistrixes, or whatever their title may be. Full-fledged people. They will probably have better control and, whatnot. Be better able to handle it all. Still, it's a noble endeavor. All the same. Just better way of handling it, I can't be certain from this distance. Have you already shut down the power to Dustwither Spire? I'm grateful to you for your assistance, but I saddened to hear that some of my fellow brethren have fallen to their addiction. With the power to the spire cut off, I think I'll stay here for a while and see if things calm down enough for me to sneak in and retrieve the remains. Thalas, firstly, sneak in and retrieve the remains. There's little stealth in, carrying dead bodies. I killed at least 2 or 3 of them. You're gonna have to carry at least 2 or 3 bodies out. How are you gonna stealth that? I'm sorry, you're no solid snake. Clearly, because your apprentice, Lord Thalas. Clearly no solid snake. Thalas, I have one last favour to ask of you. Would you please relay what's transpired here to Magister Dustwither at Farshard Retreat? Let him know that I am well, but make certain that he's aware that some of his apprentices have become wretched. Thank you for your help. Oh yes, I have to tell the groundskeeper. And here he was complaining that people forgot about him, and here I go forget about him. Ah well. Comes with a job. I'm certain. Ooh. I'm suffering with the goddamn heat. It's just way too goddamn hot. Ow. I'm just getting spasms of pain through my head now. Sorry for drinking in your ears. It does sound like I'm drinking your ears in, rather than at least that's how I end up hearing that phrasing of it. Rather than I'm drinking a drink right next to your ears, I'm somehow drinking your ears. Sounds disgusting, honestly. But yeah, I just have to take a quick swig of cola there because head hurts basically. I find in this heat I actually get sick quite a lot. Well, I don't get sick quite a lot. Stop that. I end up feeling sick quite frequently. I thankfully haven't gotten sick, but I've done quite poorly. Recently. Oh Christ! I regret doing that duel because the add-on's glitching out now. But anyway, yeah, basically I'm suffering wickedly in the heat, and yeah, I don't remember where I was going with that, but so I just have to keep taking drinks every so often, and then I'm fine. So just doing that should reset it. Should stop fucking with me. Excuse me. What business? Well, I suppose that will have to do for now, won't it? Thanks for the help, mage. I can only hope to get this mess cleaned up, completely cleaned up before the Magister returns to Dustwither Spire. Take this pocket change. It's not much, but it's all that I have to spare. That I have at the moment. Feel free to dispatch a few more of the beasties on your way out, if you'd be so kind. New. I'm just gonna vamoose. Yeah, I'm gonna, even if it was something I want, I'm gonna leave it. Just prefer to get out of here. There's a few books over there. Like book symbols. Interesting. Don't know what that's about. Probably tied in with the quests or something. Because I did notice a bag, a loot symbol there, right next to a thing. And I do know that quest is looted. You find a quest item on an enemy, all that. So yeah, like I was saying, I've said in other videos, I really record a lot, ahead a lot. That's something you have to keep in mind with my videos. I like to have a bit of a backlog. And I'll be honest, in a lot of my things I do, when it comes to Overlord, the way that's going, as of time of recording, that's going to be end up stretching out till November 11th. And then when that ends, Overlord 2 will start off. Excuse me. And that didn't go on for nearly as long as Overlord 1. Overlord 1, due to the difficulty, due to how the game worked, like the mechanics of 1 are different to 2. Like in 1, only certain enemies will drop certain life source, but in 2 it's random and it works differently. You also can't farm in your dungeon. The game's also easier in 2 because I'm playing on normal rather than legendary mode. It's shorter, but that's probably going to push me over into 2017. As of time of recording, it's only 2016. So yeah, and I've been thinking of recording some Red Faction Guerrilla. Well, sorry, I've been thinking of recording some Red Faction because I've just gotten in the mood for some, physics fuckery and wanted to get into that. Wanted to start that series.
I need to get closer.
Okay, there we go. Though on a slight different note, I mentioned earlier that some people were saying that it would be unfair to require Warcraft the movie to stick with the Warcraft lore exactly. I've never seen an explanation as to why. I've only ever seen one person make this argument in the first place anyway. But I never saw their explanation why. Maybe they made it and I simply didn't see it, or maybe they never gave an explanation for their logic. But if you have any reasoning, feel free to give it. I'll be interested to see. Personally, I don't see why it'll be unfair. So I'll be, very interested in seeing any reasoning for it. Okay. Why are you killing him? Oh, that was the journal. Okay. Yeah, someone turned in a quest before. I hope that Warcraft is all right, mage. Maybe I should go up to Dustwither Spire myself. Maybe I should have done that in the first place. Word from the Spire. No, I was too late. It is all my fault. My investigations into purifying alternative magic sources got out of hand before I could put a stop to it. If only I had gone myself, or that they had listened to me and heeded my warnings. I have blood on my hands, mage. I thank you for putting to rest the tortured souls of my former apprentices. It is some small condolence that they will not linger in that state where a blood elf is better off dead. I wonder, is there indeed no way back? Like, is there seriously no way back? Considering they're quite quick about putting them down. Not that the Wither frequently give them much other option, stealing things that could easily explode. Fractured mana cores, or mana cores that could get fractured and then explode. I wonder if it will be possible to fix them, or, help them. Be interesting. In all honesty, I question whether or not that would ever be touched on. When was the last time we had stuff focus on the Blood Elves? The lore ends up focusing elsewhere. Quite frequently on the orcs. Or maybe that's confirmation bias. It's always a possibility. Always ready to rear its ugly head.
Keep your wits about you.
What's this? It looks familiar. Oh no. This journal, my investigations. This is what caused all of this in the first place. Here it is, Thalas, the proof of my crime. This journal contains all of my ill-conceived studies. Well, it contains things referencing your ill-conceived studies. Under your studies themselves, don't worry. Heedless of the warnings, I continued my research until it was almost too late. Then, when I grasped my error, I did what I could. But by then, some of my pupils had already gone too far. I evacuated this bar to get them away from the corruption, but in my haste I forgot to shut down the power sources. I will burn this tome, so that none else may fall prey, so no one else falls prey to its contents. I only wanted to help the Cinderai. Farewell. There's a phrase, it's a good phrase, you know, pat the hell is paid with good intentions. Though I remember seeing some quote online that, I don't remember what it was in reference to, or the context to it, but it was that, you know, the roads in hell are paved with, paving stones rather, and the roads in our hell are made with paving stone rather than good intentions, because the good intentions aren't good building material, or some to that effect. And I just found it funny, is all I'm getting at. Okay, I'll take a swing over to Fairbreeze Village, then the party never ends, and then I'll head back to over here and to go deal with the trolls. I'm curious. Professions 75. Okay. I'm gonna have to go and get the next rank soon, as I'll soon not be able to level myself up any further. As much as I was worried about, getting all the herbs I can, I certainly have a fair few, and I have... Ooh, that's a nice robe. I like the leaves on it. It's nice. But anyway, I have a fair level. 71. It's not bad. Though I do feel kind of bad. I was kind of hammering in from what I remember in my Tauren Let's Play. Oh, you get to decide the profession, and then I'm just get here and it's like, fuck it, let's do this. Ah well, c'est la vie. Now I made myself think of Bioshock. Saying C'est la vie, the way I said it made me think of Ken Levine, and at least I think that's how you say his surname, which made me think of Bioshock, because he worked on it. I think he worked on all of them, actually. Or at least I remember he worked on the last one, and someone gave him shit for the first one. Claiming that he made, a ton of Randians with his first game. Or, I'm not sure that's the right term. Ayn Rand, I think it's Andrew Ryan, meant to be espousing, similar philosophy to her. Yeah, I don't know. This is what I've picked up about, hearing bits here and there on the internet. And that's we all know, the internet never lies to you. But yeah, I just remember someone giving him shit about that. Even though I don't, from what I've seen of Bioshock, I don't really see anyone, I don't see Bioshock as an endorsement of that, of that, belief system. Even though I'm not even sure if it's meant to be a criticism or anything of it, if you get me. I don't know enough about what, the purpose of Bioshock was. I just know that it's a good game, I found it very enjoyable. Certainly I'm going to be a little miffed when I have to go replay it. When I went through it the first time, I recorded like 10, 12 hours? No, more. I won't say like 24, but I think that's highballing it there. It's somewhere between 10 and 24 hours, so let's go with that. And I just decided, you know what, not happy with this, delete it. Gone. So, gonna have to go re-record all of it. And also, if you're in Germany, you will not be able to watch it. I'm sorry. The reason I say in Germany, it's because your country blocks Bob Hope. I think it's Bob Hope. But basically, there's some music by him in it. And when I had those videos up once upon a time, I got a few of them up onto my YouTube account. They got blocked in Germany. So, yeah, Germany doesn't like his music. And if I'm misremembering the guy, maybe it wasn't Bob Hope, maybe it was some other guy. All I remember is he was actually in the World Wars. I think it was World War One. The musician in question was on the Ally side, or if I'm using the wrong terminology, he wasn't on Germany's side. He was, cheering, raising the morale for the troops on the other side. Of course, this may have changed, and Germany no longer has an issue with it. It's been a few years. Well, it's been at least a year, I'd say by now, as of time of recording. Who knows when I'll get to it. So maybe it'll be fine, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Research notes. You've got something for me? These notes are shocking. If you're correct, it means that the damage to the land on the Death Scar is irreversible. I'll notify the Grand Magister right away. More reason for a race to escape this world and find our true fate in the Outland.
Farewell.
About that. Like, seriously, mate. About that. Speaking of the Outland, I do plan on re-recording Warcraft 3 at some stage. I also plan on recording Warcraft 1 and 2. When I will get to them, I do not know. I'm sorry. Putting it plainly, I don't know. I will be when I'm restarting Warcraft 3, it'll be after I do 1 and 2. Because may as well do the story, all in one thing. Though I have heard some weird funkiness about 1 or 2. I don't remember which it was, but you'll play through a campaign. Like there's an orc campaign and a human campaign, as you would expect. But the thing about the campaign is, it'll have like, say, let's just take for example, this doesn't happen as far as I know. And actually, of what I know of the lore, this wouldn't happen in it. Well, let's say there's a battle for Silvermoon in the orc campaign. There might be a battle for Silvermoon in the human campaign, and you can only win that battle by, well, like the way you win and continue the story is by winning that battle in both campaigns, both in the orc and human, if you get me. So when you're playing the game, not all of it's canon. I remember reading something online saying it's, the orc missions are the canon ones. But I'll be honest, I would have to look into it, double check stuff, all that. So I know actually which ones are canon. So yeah.
State your business.
The eternal sun.
Didn't I just send you out to gather up more party supplies? Was that you? Oh, I can't be expected to remember everyone's face now, can I? I meet so many interesting people. What is it that you want? You're quite the energetic young woman, aren't you? This all looks very adequate. You certainly deserve compensation for gathering up all of this for me, and something a little extra, I think. Oh, and I almost forgot. Here's an invitation to the party. A mage. Next time you drop in, make sure to dress up in something a little more festive.
Remember the sun well.
I think what I wear is pretty goddamn awesome. Like, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Now, just due to the, V and that, all I can think of is the Simpsons episode I saw earlier. Where Homer's people. There's a bit of a roast for Homer going on. and they have